Hey everyone, welcome back to our October challenge. Today we'll be painting a box of strawberries using watercolors. We'll start with a yellow underpainting to give the piece a warm glow, and we'll be working in layers, allowing each one to dry fully before adding the next. I won't be using the wet on wet technique for this piece, so you'll get to see how dry layer techniques can help add depth and detail to your art. I used a mix of lemon yellow and a touch of warm yellow to create a light glowing base layer, and the goal was to cover the entire surface of the painting lightly with this wash to bring a bit of warmth to the whole piece. When applying this first layer, make sure it's very light, and remember, it's just to give a subtle glow underneath. So after laying down the yellow base layer, we are now doing the strawberries with the first layer of red. It is important to let every layer dry completely before moving on to the next step. And to speed up the process, I use the hair dryer. Feel free to do the same or just let it dry naturally. So for the first layer, don't worry about too much details. We are focusing on the general shapes of the strawberries, and then later we will add up the details we need. For the shadows underneath the strawberries, I started now with a light blue wash, and then we will add up later as well more layer. Don't forget, watercolors, when they dry, they become lighter than they actually look like. So this is important when thinking about your painting overall. Now with the green, light green, I will start the little leaves on the strawberries, as well a light wash that we will let dry. This will be our base layer, and then we will move on with more and more details. To create this green, I used a mix of sap green and a touch of yellow ochre. Now we are going with a deeper shade of red, and I start focusing on letting highlights, which are the seeds of the strawberries. You can also use wax, or you can buy this covering material and dot on the strawberries, and then the paint doesn't dry in those areas. But if you want, I prefer to do this more tapping with a brush and create this effect. Okay, now just follow along for a few minutes. You can always slow down the videos in the definitions of YouTube if you want to take a closer, slower look to what I'm doing. But my recommendation is just to have fun while you're doing this. You have different strawberries, so you can also try different techniques to do this. And just make sure you leave some spaces for the seeds. Now I'm going with a darker shade of green to create the little leaves and try to create this shadow effect on them. Okay, now for the bottom of the box, I used red with a touch of brown to start creating this shadowy effect. And I will continue to add up layers on this to make it look like the box is deep, and also to create the round shapeness of the strawberries. So what we start seeing here is a gradient transition. This gradual change in value will give the illusion of a curved surface. Use a damp brush to blend the edges of the darker and lighter areas seamlessly. Now we'll just continue this process, giving more and more layers each time, adding more depth with darker and darker colors. The shadows in the center should be darker than on the edges of the box where light is coming in more openly. Now we're just adding a few more details to the leaves with an even darker green. As I always say, and by now you should, you probably already know, for me watercolors are like onions. It's all about the layers, and the more layers you give, if well thought layers of course, the more intensity you will get out of your colors. Of course, this needs some practice to not muddy the colors, but as you practice, you will see great improvement. I'm going back now to add a little bit more shadow to the strawberries, giving that roundness I was speaking before, and you can really see how the strawberries are gaining a little bit more shape. Another tip I have when you are drawing fruits, flowers, anything coming from nature basically, is to not be so harsh on your lines. Don't be, how do I say this, obsessive with roundness, to draw a circle, to be geometric, because it's all about painting organic shapes, to let it flow, to let it look natural. Now with some white paint, I'm going to give some highlights to our painting. They will kind of help out with the seed looking as well, but also to make the strawberries look a little bit more fresh. And also where the light hits also helps create the roundness shape that we were speaking about before. Be gentle with this, don't exaggerate. You can use even a thinner brush than I was using. You can even use like a toothpick if you want. And I'm using acrylic white. You can use white gouache as well. Or if you have a very strong white in your watercolor set, if it works, go for it. But the recommendation is usually some white gouache. Now I'm just giving this little blue around as if it was the plastic box. Transparency, and we are almost at the end. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you follow along the rest of the October challenge, and if you haven't already, please subscribe and give us a like. Thank you so much for watching.